In a small museum tucked away in Las Vegas, there lies a collection so disturbing that even the most hardened paranormal experts feel uneasy. Welcome to the Zak Bagans Haunted Museum, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. Inside this space are artifacts with dark histories, each holding secrets that refuse to stay buried. Items that have caused harm, invoked terror, and even changed lives forever. Today, we're taking you through some of the most unsettling objects in this museum, things that will make you question everything you thought you knew about the paranormal. So, what exactly makes these items so disturbing? Stay tuned as we explore the chilling tales behind each one. Zak Bagans, a name synonymous with the strange and the unexplained, has dedicated his life to exploring the darkest corners of the paranormal. Over the years, his obsession with the supernatural led him to curate what is now one of the most notorious museums in the world. The Zak Bagans Haunted Museum in Las Vegas is no ordinary attraction. It's known for housing some of the most cursed and malevolent objects ever encountered. Each item here has a story, a history that's intertwined with tragedy, terror, and the unexplained. The museum is considered by many to be one of the most haunted places in America, attracting visitors and investigators alike, all eager to come face to face with the dark forces that reside within these walls. Among the most infamous items in Zak Bagans' collection is the Dybbuk box, a wine cabinet believed to be cursed by a malicious spirit known as a Dybbuk, a Jewish folklore demon that attaches itself to people. This box was originally purchased at an estate sale by a man named Kevin Mannis, who soon experienced terrifying events. It was reported that after obtaining the box, he endured extreme misfortune, physical harm, nightmares, and even unexplained illness. But the horrors didn't stop there. The box is said to have caused a series of unsettling occurrences for others who came into contact with it, from people feeling an overwhelming sense of dread to more serious incidents of violence and inexplicable accidents. The box eventually made its way into Zak Bagans' museum, and it has been linked to even more bizarre phenomena. Staff members report feeling ill, experiencing nightmares, or seeing shadowy figures near the box. Visitors have also shared stories of sudden panic attacks or an overwhelming sense of unease when standing near it. Some have even claimed that the box has affected their lives long after leaving the museum. With its history of torment and terror, the Dybbuk box remains one of the most chilling items in the museum's collection. Next, we have the haunted mirror, an object that has caused intense unease for those who've dared to gaze into it. This mirror is said to hold the trapped spirits of its previous owners, and many visitors to Zak Bagans' museum have reported unsettling experiences. Those who look into it often feel a sense of being watched, or worse, some claim they've seen figures or faces staring back at them. The mirror's dark reputation stems from accounts of its unsettling effect on anyone who stands too close. Some have described seeing distorted reflections or feeling an unnatural coldness in its presence. The chilling part of its history is the belief that the spirits trapped inside it can influence those who come into contact with it. It's no surprise that this mirror has earned its place as one of the most disturbing artifacts in the museum, adding to the already overwhelming atmosphere of the place. Next, among the many strange items at the museum, one that stands out for its terrifying reputation is the clown doll. At first glance, it might appear like an innocent toy, a colorful, smiling figure meant to entertain. But those who come into close contact with it have reported an entirely different experience. This doll, which was once owned by a family, is said to have a malevolent presence. People who have been near it describe feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, and some even claim to have heard its laughter echoing in the silence of the museum. One particularly chilling story involves a visitor who touched the doll and immediately felt a sharp pain in their chest, as though something was physically pressing on them. Others have reported that the doll's smile seems to shift and distort when they aren't looking at it directly. The fear this doll evokes isn't just about how it looks, but about the unsettling feeling that something is watching you, moving when you're not paying attention. The clown doll serves as a reminder that not all toys are innocent. Sometimes, they hold something much darker within. Next, we have is a painting that allegedly captures the ghost of a young girl. The image itself seems innocent enough at first, just a portrait of a young girl in a delicate, old-fashioned dress. But those who have come into close proximity to the painting report an entirely different experience. Visitors often describe a sensation of being watched, an overwhelming feeling that someone is standing just behind them, even when no one is there. Some have said that the eyes of the girl in the painting seem to follow them as they move around the room, shifting unnervingly as if the girl is aware of their every movement. Several visitors have felt an eerie chill upon entering the room where the painting is displayed, and some even report strange, whispering voices. This painting's reputation has spread far and wide, and it's known as one of the most disturbing items in the museum, a haunting presence that lingers in the air long after you've left its gaze behind. Finally, the most feared items in Zak Bagans Haunted Museum is a chair with a violent past. This seemingly innocuous piece of furniture has a dark history tied to tragic and violent events. It originally belonged to a man who was involved in a series of gruesome murders. It is said that the chair witnessed the brutal acts, absorbing the malevolent energy of the crimes. Reports of paranormal activity connected to the chair are chilling. Those who have dared to sit in it or even be in its presence describe a sense of overwhelming dread and unease, as though something is pressing down on them. Many claim to feel an invisible force trying to push them out of the chair, while others experience violent episodes, including being scratched or shoved by an unseen force. The chair's terrifying reputation has made it one of the most feared objects in the museum. People who have encountered it often report lingering feelings of anger or aggression afterward, as though the chair has somehow transferred its dark energy to them. It's this violent past and the stories surrounding it that have cemented the chair's place as one of the most disturbing items in Zak Bagans' collection. As we've seen, each of these items holds a dark and mysterious history that continues to intrigue and terrify. Whether they are truly cursed or simply myths, they've certainly left an impression on those who come into contact with them. The power of these objects lies not only in their origins, but in the stories and experiences they continue to generate. What do you think? Are these items really cursed? Or are they just figments of our imagination, amplified by fear? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your theories. If you're fascinated by these eerie artifacts, stay tuned. We'll be exploring even more creepy, unexplained phenomena that continue to leave us questioning the line between reality and the unknown. Don't forget to subscribe for more spine-chilling content.